John, that was quite unbelievable out there today. Can you believe you've not even scored one goal in that game?
That's football. We've done enough. We played very well, first and foremost. As a team, collectively, we were very good. A bit of everything we had in our game, a bit of back to front, a bit of good, real good football, controlled the possession and created chance after chance. Somebody was trying to counter in the dressing room. I think it was 4 or 5 times. We hit the woodwork, we had a couple cleared off the line. And then you're saying to yourself, being in football a long time, sometimes it usually comes back and bites you in the backside. But, thankfully, we were concentrating, we were resolute in our defending, and there was only going to be one winner. And unfortunately, we just never took one of those chances.
After you hit the woodwork so many times, you just feel it's not going to be your day, or do you always remain positive?
No, you always remain positive, and that was the main message we put in the dressing room. Possibly that's the best we've played in patches since I've come to the club. Passed it really well. The shape was very, very good. And on another day we could have been 3 or 4 goals up. The thing about it, you've got a problem if you're not creating these kind of chances. Hearts actually changed their tactics halfway through the first half, and they went with a 3-man midfield. And we just felt coming in at half time, get it down the sides to Aaron Dorrans and Marley, get crosses in. And that was one of the reasons why we put Richie on as well. We just felt the goal would have come for a cross. And we tried plenty, but it just wasn't to be.
Marley must be absolutely knackered in there. He ran socks off the whole game, has to be most of the team. But
yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. I think he enjoys playing against Hearts, and he's just a wonderful kid to work with. He's still got a lot of learning in him, and but a real talented footballer, and only going to get better as the weeks and months go by.
Must be a real positive for you now. You've been able to name the same starting 11 3 games in a row. Yeah,
and I just felt with the pitch being heavy, and I have to give credit to all the helpers and all the volunteers that put the sheets down once again. Up here we all muck in and get the job done, and getting the pitch playable, and we put on a good show. The fans will go away knowing that we played very well today. The only disappointment, as you say, is the result. We want to get that league win. We want to keep up that league. Dundee United, Aberdeen's, all these teams have won. But it's throughout the season where you finish. And if we can take that positives, creating chances, and keep playing like that, and take it from now to the end of the season, then we'll win more games than we'll lose.
The pitch perhaps slow you down today?
Yeah, but all the credit to the pitch. The pitch started getting a little bit heavy, but all credit to as I say, to the ground staff and the volunteers for working ever so hard to make the game go ahead. We got in, possibly just another bit of luck that let us down, a bit of lady luck, and another day, we might have won that game with a good few goals, but it wasn't to be. And then you take the positives, good team performance, created plenty of chances, great entertainment for the supporters. And we keep a clean sheet, so plenty to keep working on.
There's a real shift put in for the players today. Do you think that can maybe affect the Tuesday's game against Stranraer?
Well, same for Stranraer, unless their game was cancelled. Part-timers, these guys, and they'll have to travel up here and come. What we have to do is we have to be very professional. We've got the opportunity to freshen it up, and it's no case a case. You just ask the question. You can pick the same team. I think the guys like Nick Ross and Danny Williams and even Danny Devine, Carol Tremarco, these guys have probably been felt hard done by. They might get an opportunity come Tuesday, and I really hope this is true. I hope that if they do get that opportunity to go and play Tuesday, they really take it business and do the business and give me a real headache. Richie as well, give me a real headache for next Saturday. That's what I want. I want those problems in terms of team selection. So it's just nice to have that at your disposal, and hopefully come Tuesday we'll rest. We're in tomorrow, need to get a recovery, train on Monday, and hopefully get ready to go Tuesday against a real good organised Stranraer team, and the tie is certainly not over, that's for sure.
It must be really pleasing as well to look around at your bench and just see that anybody there could just come in and make a difference.
Do you want to know something? Honestly, I've been in sometimes. You sit in a dugout, or you stand in a dugout, and you're a little bit anxious and nervous how your team is going to do. Right at this moment in time, I've been in football, I keep saying that, but the way they train and the way they conduct themselves and the spirit in which I see on the training pitch, if they can transmit that onto the pitch on a Saturday, then will be good value, and that has been the case. You've been training absolutely fantastic, and long may that continue. I just, as I say, the fans know, everybody knows, we were really good today. and the only thing it was missing is just that goal, just to pick up the 3 points.
Just finally, the news came out just before kick-off that James Vincent signed a new 2-year deal. You must be absolutely delighted to get him for next season and the season after.
Yep, and he had plenty of pursuers. You know, we were always talking to James. He's a clever boy. He deserves anything he gets in life. I've been in football a long time, and I've played with a lot of guys that have got egos and, you know, that and they stroll about. James is totally opposite. He's just a guy that you want to work with. So first and foremost, delighted for him. Secondly, he's still got so much more football in front of him. You know, he can be a real good footballer. Trains absolutely fantastic. You're watching him as a coach, watching him training, he's an inspiration. I'm sure he's an inspiration to his boys. And then thirdly, all credit to the chairman. It's him that's really, you know, bent over backwards and worked hard to get James to stay at the club. And then fourthly, I'm just hoping that, as I say, that it shows you the character and the spirit in the place in the city of Inverness, that James Vincent, having pursuers, wants to still be part of this. So absolutely delighted.
And then of the players,
just about forgot the fourth one there. Yeah.
And of the people that's left, there's only just a few more left to be signed up for next.
Yep, the next one we're moving on to is Big Drapes. You know, another one that I really enjoy. I think he's a player that he can improve. I thought he was immense today, and that's the next one we're getting down to business. And then, you know, after that, I think we've got Ben and young Connor. I think that's possibly it. Coops, and so we get to that. But you know, the ones that are roughly, with no disrespect to the ones that are in around about the team, that's what I'm really concentrating. So, you know, if you're listening or watching Big Drapes, we need you tied up, committed to the club, and, you know, winning cups and bringing success to this team.
Brilliant, John. Thank you very much.